holding it up.
Would you pick up the phone and call Speaker Pelosi with a higher offer?
Sure, I would, but it's, I know my people, I know life. She's got a lot of problems. She's got a lot of mental problems, and it's going to be very hard to do anything with her. She wants to wait till after the election. She thinks it hurts the Republicans, and I don't. I think it hurts them. But
So that was Donald Trump earlier this morning on Fox News with Varney saying Nancy Pelosi, quote unquote, has a lot of mental problems, and that's why he doesn't think a stimulus package is going to get done before the election. And I think this is awful politics from Donald Trump, because it again makes it look like he's the one that's being unreasonable and is being aggressive and doesn't seem to want to get a deal done. Because remember, I was one of the people critical of Nancy Pelosi for that Wolf Blitzer interview on CNN, where Wolf Blitzer was saying to her, Nancy Pelosi, when a deal doesn't get done, working class and middle class people suffer. Is it not potentially better to take an imperfect deal because it will help some of those people at least a little bit? And Pelosi didn't seem willing to acknowledge that fact. Now, you might actually think that Pelosi was right. A lot of people do. But undeniably, from my perspective, she looked wrong in that interview. And in politics, perception is often reality, and Pelosi looked like she was unwilling to make a deal for working and middle class people, and she came off awfully. And so all of a sudden, the Republicans could maybe say, look at this Nancy Pelosi interview, how she's not even willing to make a deal for the hardworking American people. We're trying to get something done with Nancy, and she's stonewalling us. Now, again, I don't think that's necessarily true, but perception is reality. Remember, Donald Trump initially stepped in it about a week and a half ago when he basically said, don't get a stimulus deal done, ignore Pelosi and the Democrats, Republicans in the Senate, focus 100% on getting Amy Coney Barrett onto the court. Nothing else matters. ACB onto the court, priority one and the only priority. And that's what he said. And so at that point, Donald Trump had made it clear that he was going to be focused not on getting help to working and middle class Americans, whether it was his package or Pelosi's package or a new package, but rather on putting this right-wing, unaccountably hearinged conservative on the court that a majority of people don't support right now because it's far too close to the election and it breaks the standard set by Republicans with Merrick Garland in 2016. And he had a chance to get some of those people back when Pelosi stepped in it. But now he's the one saying, sure, I'll call her, I guess, but she's a crazy lady. And this crazy lady's not going to make a deal with me, so I'm not going to really engage with her. And if you truly are interested in making a deal with Pelosi, then you don't go on Fox News and say she's a lady with mental problems and she's not going to make a deal anyway if you actually legitimately want to make a deal. It makes Trump look like he's just like Pelosi, apparently, and he's using stimulus and the discourse around it and the suffering of working class people to further his political ambitions and to try to win back some of the voters he lost currently that are with Biden because Biden's polling big right now. It's an awful tactic from Trump. This would have been a rare moment for Trump to say, look, I have, respect for Nancy Pelosi. We disagree with one another, but I'm happy to make a deal that helps regular Americans if we can. I hope she meets me halfway. That, if he said that I know that's not Donald Trump, but he would have looked so much better and it would have put Pelosi in a hard spot. Here's what Nancy Pelosi needs to do. I've noted this before. She needs to put forward a simple bill, $2,000 a month to every regular American, say every person making less than $100K a year, maybe even a little bit more than that, and send that off to the Senate and make Mitch McConnell and Donald Trump reject it. That's what she needs to do. Donald Trump had an opportunity to look like the bigger man here, and as he often does, he totally wasted it.